Okay, we finally have all the kinds of changes that we have for a trig function. What we'll do is we'll just look at each of the numbers, decide what that does to the frame, then draw the frame, then draw the graph. Now the very first thing we usually look at is this number way over here. Now for a normal function, we would say that's the vertical shift. But in a trig function, if you really want to know the vertical shift, you just have to remember that that's the height of the middle line. So I'm just going to write down middle line here. Middle line equals 41. That's the first thing. Now the second thing we usually look at is this number right here. And remember, that's the distance between the middle and the top. And then we call that the amplitude. So although I'm writing down amplitude, I'm thinking the distance between the middle and the top. And that's 23. Now, what happens here, I know that pi over 10 affects the width of the frame, but it's better to find out where the frame starts first. So I'm going to look over here at the t plus 4, and we know from just regular stuff with functions, that actually moves the whole graph forward to the left. So that tells me that the left-hand side of the frame equals -4, like that. Finally, remember the pi over 10 is not the width of the frame, right? The width of the frame, unfortunately, is the width of the original frame, which is 2 pi, divided by that number there, which is pi over 10. And so let's see, you flip and multiply, you're actually just going to get 20, which is a nice number. And I said this last time, I'll say this again. Usually when this number, this coefficient right here is nasty, the width is nice. And at the moment, I prefer that. Now, I'm going to have to draw it down here. Let's see if I can find a green one. I like green for pictures if I can find them. Now, there's a green. Maybe it'll work. Here we go. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to look and see this. I know the middle line is 41, which is pretty high. I know the distance at the top is 23, the distance at the bottom is 23. I'm not going to have anything below the y-axis, so I'm not even going to draw that. So what I'm going to do is just try to draw enough, probably something like that, to give myself lots and lots of space. I know the middle line's at 41, so I'm just going to put a little 41 right here. 41, and go that's the middle line. I know the amplitude is 23, so I'm going to put a little 23 right here, and that's going to make the top 64, and that's actually going to be the top of the frame. So I'm just going to draw the top of the frame like that. I know that it's also 23 to the bottom of the frame, so that's going to get me down to 18, because I'll put an 18 way over here like this, and that's going to be the bottom of the frame. I know the left-hand side of the frame is at -4, right? So what I'm going to do, I guess I'll do this in pink so you can actually see the difference, yes. I'm going to draw the left-hand side of the frame way over here like this, and put a little t equals -4. See, can we see this? If we can't, I'll just move up a little bit. There's t equals -4. It's the left-hand side of the frame. The top looks like this, the bottom looks like this, the middle side, no, sorry, got that wrong place. The bottom looks like this. Here. That's better. Yeah, I mean, why is that better? Because the middle line's not in the middle. Where am I supposed to put the right-hand side? Well, I know the left-hand side is at -4. I know the width of the frame is 20. So what I'm going to do is come over to here like this. And what do I do? Well, how did I get to this spot right here? I started at -4, and I added 20 to get the right-hand side. So this is going to be 16. So this is actually where my graph is. The top is at 64, the bottom is 18, the left-hand side is -4, the right-hand side is 16, and in the middle, we are supposed to draw sine, which starts in the middle and ends at the top. So I'm just going to put a couple dots that I know are good for sine. Maybe right there, this, and then sine goes up, and then down, and then down, and then up, and we've successfully graphed a function with the 4 kinds of changes we have to see, using the middle line, the distance between the middle line and the top, the left-hand side, the width to find the right-hand side, and then inside the frame, we just draw the function.